Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Howard and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It's the Los Angeles Clippers facing the Golden State Warriors. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here are the five for the Clippers. Spaghetti out there with Elton Brand, and it's Chris Paul. And there's Gordon, and it's McAdoo in at the center.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Paul. Got a hand on it. Lets it go. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Clippers.
And Gordon has a fast release. Got to be up on him at all times. I mean, he's excellent shooting off the dribble.
Curry passes to Green. And here's Thompson. A drive by Iguodala. Outside Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Paul with the steal. And that's collected by Bogut.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Lays it up off the glass.
And really aggressive inside. Bogut making a strong move.
Outside Gordon. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Curry against Paul. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Curry. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson.
Yeah, and you see how Steph altered his pace there. Sometimes it looks like he isn't moving at all, and then bam, he goes warp speed.
Now here's Gordon. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Paul with the ball. Now Green defending. Tried to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. That one good for 2. Here's Curry. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Green passes to Curry. Stolen by Brand. Here's McAdoo. Draymond Green grabs the miss. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, look, here's what the Clippers head coach had to say earlier. He said a lot of people are doubting us, and that's a good thing. That's motivation for our guys to come out and try to prove people wrong. But it's going to take a big effort. It's going to take execution. It's going to take hitting critical shots, which, as we know, is especially difficult on the road. Guys?
Thanks, David. Kicks it out to Paul. 4 on the clock. Launches it. A shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
You got to respect his range now. Paul's form and release are perfect. I feel like every 3 he shoots is going in.
Gordon against Thompson. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Here's Curry. Good, nice job down low.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Brand. He lobs it up. McAdoo inside. Bogut on him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Andre Iguodala.
And Brand, one of those guys that's a nightly double-double threat. Actually a 20-10 guy. Effective scorer and rebounds at a high rate, too.
the free throw shot for Elton Brand. Take a look here for the Warriors. Jonas Jerebko's checked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And then for the Clippers, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for McAdoo. Harper comes in for Gordon. And Freeze subbed in for Chris Paul. And Elton Brand drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
1:49 left in the first quarter of the game. No problem knocking that one down.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Free. Passes to Harper. Here's Griffin. Poked away. And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Upside, Griffin. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Warriors leading by 3. The drive by Green. Barbosa for 3, and it's Barbosa again missing. Now the Clippers with it. Here's World B3, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
They got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Livingston passes to Barnes. Pass to Jerebko over Brand. Almost, but it rolls out. Here's Free. The shot looking. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Clippers on top, up by 1. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. We're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
The Warriors trailing. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Griffin is out there with Chris Kaman. Then it's Maggette, and it's World B3, and it's Harper in at the shooting guard position.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Six to shoot. Here's Livingston, and it's sent back by Kaman. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Free. He has 6. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Now here's Livingston trailing by 5. The pass to Barbosa. Pass to Livingston. Just 5 on the clock. He can't get that one. To the middle. Here's Maggette, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here's Livingston. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes it to Jerebko. On the wing, Barnes. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Harper's shot, good. And it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
For Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Jonas Jerebko. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Stephen Curry in for Shaun Livingston. And then for the Clippers, McAdoo is checked in for Griffin. Gordon comes in for Corey Maggette. And Chris Paul is subbed in for Ron Harper.
Yeah, good defense, but just better offense by Bogut.
Clippers leading by 7. Paul for 3. And that's collected by Bogut. Thompson against Paul. Thompson outside. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Barnes. No good that time. Kaman with the defensive effort. On the wing, Eric Gordon. He's covered by Iguodala. Gordon, the pass to Kaman. Here's Free. Count it. Good. Free's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Thompson finds Bogut. Barnes outside. Pass to Iguodala. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Clippers. Ball outside. There's the pass to Free. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Thompson dishes to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Now here's Gordon. Tipped away. Free against Thompson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Outside Gordon. Pass to McAdoo. Kamen, and he gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 7.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
And finished off.
And, you know, such a balanced athlete, though able to absorb the hit, make it, and get the end.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Elton Brand's checked in for Kamen, and it's Harper in for Free.
An NBA all-rookie first team, then much later, an NBA champion. Bogut's had every other kind of season in between.
Now here's Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Thompson passes to Bogut. At the top of the key, Curry. Iguodala outside. Barnes up top over Brand. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Barnes.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision, has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
Now here's Gordon. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game time. Just 5 to shoot. Right wing. Paul with the 3. Doesn't go that time. Good if it goes. That shot up. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit. The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, we hope you've enjoyed the first half. I'm Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Well, for the Clippers, they hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. If what we've seen in Game 1 so far is any indication, we're going to have quite a series on our hands. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
The second half is gut check time for the defense. Allowing over 60% shooting is weak sauce. Weak barbecue sauce, weak Butterfinger sauce, weak sauce period. The coach needs a light fire under these guys. If you don't want to do it, I'll do it, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. Warriors trail by 4. They'll get out there with Green. Then it's Thompson. And there's Iguodala. And it's Curry in at the point. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Thompson with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Paul. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Getty outside. 5 on the clock. Misses the step-back jump shot. Thompson surveying the floor. Feeds to Green. For the lead. And it's sent back by McAdoo. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Here's Brand, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Brand's got his second bucket of the night.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Brand against Thompson. Over Brand. The shot by Thompson, no good. And it's Paul with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Paul. Stolen by Thompson. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's sent back by McAdoo. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
And that cut right there by Maggette, that was done with purpose. He doesn't think twice. It's full speed ahead, and that makes him so difficult to guard.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Checked in for Bogut. Barbosa comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And then for Los Angeles, Chris Kaman is checked in for McAdoo. Griffin comes in for Elton Brand. And Freeze subbed in for Eric Gordon. And he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Griffin. Hangs. Stolen by Thompson. And it's the Warriors on the break. Barbosa passes to Thompson. Wide open shot is on the money. Thompson's got 7.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
Pass to Free. Kicks it out to Paul. It's to Free. Outside Griffin. Over Barbosa. Rebounded by Jerebko. The Warriors lead it. Inside. And there's Green on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And there's the pass to Free. And here's Maggette. Pass to Free. This is it to Keene. And they get it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate that like that sometimes. But in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Harper's checked in. Now, here's Livingston. He's covered closely. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
On the free throw, no good. Clippers trail by 5. 3 passes to Maggette. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Barnes has gone 1 of 4 from the field. Maggette kicks to Harper. To the inside. Here's Griffin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. He's a big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Griffin hits them both. Warriors leading by 3. 55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Green, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Maggette outside. Pass to Griffin. Over Jerebko. Tatum trying to break through. The shot's good from Griffin. Griffin's got 6.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now, here is Maggette. Here's Kaman. Rebounded by Jerebko. Jerebko's got his 4th rebound in this one. Barbosa's shot is off.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Warriors ahead, up 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, they've got Elton Brand. Harper's out there with 3. Then there's Griffin, and it's Gordon in at the small forward position. Curry against Harper. It's Samart, and the layup by Curry. Curry's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Warriors. Clippers trail by 3. Outside Harper. The pass to Griffin. Brand passes to Griffin. Brand trying to free himself up. Good D by Barnes. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Iguodala. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Barbosa against Free. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Barbosa. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Well, you got to love Barbosa. Great speed. You know he's going to pull the trigger when he has room to shoot, especially on the perimeter.
No good on the free throw. Los Angeles making a switch here. McAdoo's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
But making it a two-possession game was what was important on that trip to the line.
Free against Iguodala. Pass to Gordon. Latrey. He can't get it to go. The Warriors go the other way. Passes it to Barbosa. To the paint. No good from Bogut. Clippers trail by 4. To the wing right side. Here's World B. Free. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor with the basket.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
And then for Los Angeles, Maggette comes in for Harper, and Paul subbed in for Free. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He likes the effort. He likes the play. He said, look, we're rolling now, guys. Let's get that momentum and keep it, and let's make the most of it to win this series. See if they can get it done.
Left side, Gordon. Shot clock at 5. To tie it up. That shot misses. Great D that time from Iguodala. They get a hand on it, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Draymond Green checked in for the Warriors. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Paul gets to Maggette. Back to Paul. Pass to Maggette to take the lead. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Clippers lead by 1.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
Thompson passes to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Bogut finds Curry. Second 6, and stolen by McAdoo. Here's Maggette. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with Cooks.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Bogut the pass to Curry. And that time, also a missed shot. Los Angeles leading by 3. Maggette outside. Gordon gets the ball. Maggette outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from 16. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bogut's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Curry, and the rejection by Green. And he's able to get it back. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. Bogut the pass to Thompson. Over Maggette. Will not go. This is off the front iron. 1:19 left in the game. Knocks down the step-back Jay. And now a 5-point Clipper lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
Player of the game, Corey Maggette.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Barnes is checked in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Gordon. He dishes it to McAdoo. He kicks to Gordon. From downtown. That one's not going to go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Barnes passes to Thompson. Here's Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
When he keeps his emotions in check, Green is a fantastic leader on the court. He can run a little hot, but there's no doubting his drive, his willingness to do whatever it takes to win.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And here are the Clippers. And the basket break. Gordon with it. One past the arc. It's money from deep.
We're seeing the red-hot version of Gordon right now.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 4. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? If he misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different to early game free throws in terms of making. Shoot two.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And you know, it seems like Paul is ageless. I mean, still sharp, still quick and fast, and one of the most active players on the floor at all times.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big two-possession game now. No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And here's Barnes for 3. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Man, I like how cool and collected Barnes is. Kevin, I mean, when the game is tight, he feels comfortable taking the shot. I mean, that's a matter of confidence in the process and your work. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
On the first, and that will pick them up by 2.
You know, when Gordon is healthy, he's extremely effective. I mean, he's a high-motor player who strokes it well from deep, actually strokes it well from everywhere.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Outside Curry to tie it up. Off target from downtown.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Was maybe a step out of his range.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We'll see the New York Knicks and the Chicago Bulls. And it's Chicago to start out. And now the New York Knicks starters. Anthony out there with DeBusschere. Then it's Ewing, then there's Frazier, and it's Guerin in at the 2 spot. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. So it'll be Derrick Rose shooting. That's on Dave DeBusschere. The Bulls shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that point.
Now here's Frazier. And it's blocked. Outside Rose. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Pippen. Pass to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Pippen misses. Here's New York. It's a 3-point game. Here's Anthony. Gilmore grabs the miss.
Very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Pippen, the pass to Rodman. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. It's good. For the Knicks, it's been a slow start here. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. 0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Now here's Rose. He has 5. Now the pass to Jordan. It's rebounded by New York.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Takes the 13-footer, and he connects with the jumper.
It's graceful. There's a level of dignity that Jordan has on the floor. Just so classy about everything he does.
Now here's Ewing. Pass to Carmelo. Some solid defense from Pippen.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Back to Rose. Down low. Outside for Jordan. Clock at 4. From deep. They get the rebound. Another shot. Here's Gilmore, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
that is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Knicks trail by 5. Pass to Frazier. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Anthony. Ewing trying to get open. Outside Pippen. Passes it to Jordan. The dish to Rose. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for New York. Herron passes to DeBusschere. Over Rose. And the shot is long. The Bulls leading by 5 to the inside. Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
For the Knicks. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, outside Porzingis. The pass to Reed. Out to Monroe. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Armstrong. Banked in off the glass.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
Greg, that's about as a high percentage a look as you're going to get. Running the floor beautiful.
Now, here is Monroe. A floater, and the layup is up and in.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Pass to Sloan. To the middle. Love, no luck.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
King, the pass to Houston. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Off target at the rim. Armstrong against Porzingis. Sloan passes to Armstrong. Shot clock at 6. Noah kicks to Buck. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, it's clear that Butler doesn't fear anyone. I mean, he's relentless in how he attacks.
The Bulls have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. 2 shots. Free throw good from Butler.
It's just so competitive. I mean, Jimmy Butler brings attitude, not only to the games, but practices as well. Kevin, you remember that infamous Minnesota practice before he got traded in 2018? Yeah, that's going down in NBA lore.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Here's Monroe. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Monroe's got his second basket of the game.
Well, you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Pass to Love. That shot missing. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Houston. From down in the low post, it goes.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks to the paint. Here's Love. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
But he stays with it. Back to Monroe. Lets it go with a three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchup defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Knicks trail by 5. They've got Grant. Jimmy Butler is out there with B.J. Armstrong. Then it's Dang, and it's Noah in at the 5 down low. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it, opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Passes to Butler. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, I love to see that. Butler is never scared to take it amongst the trees.
Here's Barnett. Some solid defense from Butler.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the net.
Yeah, way to play and attack mode and get to the line.
Bulls have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And that one misses. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Chicago. John Starks checked in for New York. And he sinks the second. Knicks trail by 6. Richardson outside. The pass to Barnett. Starks outside. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Starks has got his first bucket in this one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
But it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
That's a 2 from Butler. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Come on. You got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
It's deflected. Outside, Kukoc.
Yeah, and what you love about Kukoc is the versatility on offense and the terrific court vision.
Armstrong against Richardson. Starks outside. Top of the key. Tony Kukoc comes up with the rebound.
The defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
And it goes down 2 points.
Look, if you're open, Butler will find you. His court awareness, very impressive.
Starks outside for 3. You can't get that one to fall. And it's Chicago the other way. Kukoc against Porzingis. Kukoc gets the bucket.
And really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Kukoc against Starks. Inside, here's Reed, and Grant sends it back. And he recovers it. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Willis Reed. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Ends up going with the new group. The Bulls leading by 8. Outside, Rodman. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside, Pippen. 5 to shoot. It's blocked. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Here's Frazier. Rose with the block. And he gets it back. It's good. Frazier's got his second bucket of the game to go. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Chicago. 6-point lead. This is to Rodman. Outside Pippen. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Jordan. 5 on the clock. Outside Pippen. Over Anthony.
Ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
On defense, New York. They trail by 6. With the teardrop, it's tipped. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Garrett. Off the mark there with a 3-point shot. And here are the Bulls now. Jordan dishes to Rodman. Outside for Jordan. From 18 feet away. Misses off the right iron. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Garrett. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
1:19 left in the first half of basketball. And it's Rose missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Frazier with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. And with that, But the Chicago lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Frazier.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
A floater. Here's Gilmore. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Gilmore's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, and sometimes he comes off as maybe being laid back, but Gilmore is a fierce competitor in the post, and it comes out in his rebounding more than anywhere else.
Anthony, the pass to Ewing. It's all in by the Bulls. Gilmore's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Rose.
So tough to contain Derrick Rose. He's got it all. Size, quickness, and an airtight handle.
Anthony with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. If a floater and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And guys, big games like this in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant replay to make sure they get the call right.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, I'm glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Chicago up by 4, and we'll return shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Welcome to our postseason halftime show. Ernie Johnson along with the Diesel and the Jet. Looking at the Bulls, getting out to a 2-0 lead in the series would mean so much to them. And it looks like this game could go down to the wire trying to achieve that goal. This game is definitely still up for grabs, the way these two teams are battling. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, this is a close game. Every point matters. Right now, they're not getting to the line much. To win this kind of matchup, you got to be the aggressor. You got to be, you just got to be aggressive. Let's just see if they can ramp up their intensity, Ernie.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye, Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Kind of like what Rose has done this one so far.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And so here is New York. 4-point game. And New York, looking at who they've got. DeBusschere is out there with Ewing. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Frazier. And it's Guerin in at the 2.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
It's Pippen with the drive. Second shot opportunity, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this, Gio. I mean, you try to jump on and dictate the tempo, seize the momentum.
Antoinette's with the ball, trailing by 5. Pass to Ewing. There's the feed to Carmelo. And again, it's New York.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Rose against Frazier. Here's Gilmore. Stolen by Ewing. And here's Anthony for 3. Knocked away.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Jordan kicks to Pippen. Back to Jordan. 16 feet away. Count the basket. Jordan's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And as much as he's done to increase the range on his jump shot, this is where Jordan's bread is buttered, that mid-range game.
Here's Anthony. Out to the right wing. Guerin passes to DeBusschere. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Frazier. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Outside Jordan. Pass to Rodman. And pushing it up. Here's New York. And that one's good, Guerin.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Chicago leading by 3. Chicago calls timeout. Quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. That one drops for him. And the Bulls lead by 5.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Starks dishes to Ewing. Great defense that time from Noah.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Monroe, the pass to Starks. Back to Monroe. King outside. Monroe outside. Unloads. Hits the jumper in space. Monroe's got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Dang finds Noah. Sloan deciding where to go with it. Just 5 on the clock. Dang for 3. The Knicks pull it in. Ewing's got 5 rebounds tonight. King, the pass to Reed, and that one is good. And now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Butler dishes to Grant. Passes it to Sloan. Back to Grant. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Grant's got his first points of the night.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Noah against Ewing. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Well, they're passing to Noah. Dang against King. Dang kicks to Sloan. The pass to Butler. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Ewing. Ewing's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Starks. Some solid defense from Butler. Chicago leading by 5. Here's Sloan. It's hauled in by Ewing. Ewing's got 7 rebounds in the game. Dang against King. Reed down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. New York shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First one, Foster. Both free throws, good for Reed.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Here's Rose. Sinks the 15-footer. Rose has got 9 points.
And Rose always looking for his offense, and why not? He can put up points in a hurry.
To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Love.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
If that's how they want to end this quarter, they're going to have to score quickly.
Knicks trail by 5. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good on the bucket.
He has the complete game in the paint. King can get plenty of points on the perimeter as well, but inside, that's where he butters his bread.
Rose surveying the D. Pass to Love. Shoots over King, and Love gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 5. 5 seconds left to play in the third. 8 seconds left. Doesn't get a drop point. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bulls lead by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Bulls. We've got crew coach. Rose is out there with Jordan. And it's Gilmore in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. What's up? And the technical free throw is good. So here is Chicago. Jordan kicks to Rose. And the 3 off target. Knicks trail by 6. Barnett passes to Houston. New York moving the ball around. From outside, off the mark. Houston's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Rose with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Charity strike shot. Rose, no good. And so it's New York with it. On the top of the key, and good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And a fast break now for New York. Here's Houston, and the 3 ball is good.
Gotta love seeing Houston get space there to shoot it from deep. He is one of the best from beyond the arc.
Softly drops in the quarter. And 12 points for Derrick Rose.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Rose against Richardson. A slam dunk by Richardson.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Yeah, Kevin, this is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Here's Rose. Jordan at the elbow. To the paint. Gilmore, no good. New York trailing, and a fast break now for New York. Anthony's shot is off. Outside Jordan. Over Houston. And Jordan gets it to go.
And not much else you can do. I mean, defensively, you try to make it hard on Jordan without fouling, but he's just too dialed in.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Griffin comes in for Tony Kukoc. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the New York head coach talking to his team. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
And George Rose, who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. 3-point lead. That's a floater go. Excellent D there from Anthony. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Garrett. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, the more Jordan wants the ball.
And the shot is good. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Pass to Jordan. Outside Rose. gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And Rose wants that leadership position. When the team needs a big bucket, he is ready and willing.
New York calls timeout. Got to like what Derrick Rose has done in this one.
He is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Multo ba ako? Oh, iyan, ikaw gumamit niyan, ha?
Nakalive.
Ano? Oh, iyan, ikaw gumamit niyan, ha?
Just got to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Derrick Rose.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
Patrick Ewing is checked in for New York. Knicks trail by 3. Frazier the pass to the bushes. Passes it to Ewing. Over Gilmore. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And even 3-on-3 break. And the wide open shot from Rose. Another one called for Chicago.
And this is what Rose brings to the table. When he gets out in the open court, he doesn't take his foot off that pass.
Maugutom tayo, di ba?
Anthony. Good. First place set up by Frazier.
Para si Kobe bukas na.
Carmelo Anthony.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets. Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
The timing couldn't have been better than that assist.
Rose against Frazier. And it's Rose penetrating. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And Derrick Rose accustomed to carrying a team offensively, taking and making big shots down the stretch. Nothing new to him.
Here's Anthony. Shoots over Pippen. And the rejection by Pippen.
It's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to do.
And the shot goes down.
So hanggang 10 minutes na siya.
And that assist, I mean, the timing has to be perfect.
Yeah, mamasyal tayo. Alam, di ba?
43 seconds left in the fourth
Title
quarter.
lagi na tayo. 10 minutes. So hanggang 10 minutes lang siya. Hindi siya lalagpas ng 10 minutes.
Kicks it to Frazier. Over Rose.
Pinaro na. Bago na nga po ng style.
To put him to within 3. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
On the pass to Gilmore. He feeds it to Rodman. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That's what reports here about this drive that's so crazy. Gotta play heads up out there.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
Ligo ka na. mo na yun. Install.
Here's Gavin, guarded by Jordan. Gavin, no good.
And that is a perfect example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent him.
Chicago calls timeout.
Sisi.
6 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Pinilit eh.
So it's Chicago now. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
It's Jordan. What's a blame?
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Here's Frazier. From deep three-point range, was it there? And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. Well, that'll do it for now. And you can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Ault, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.